Good evening. It's John playing Immaculate Grid, coming off like a seven-ish yesterday. Who knows where it ended up, but Lottie beat me in the comments. It was all teams yesterday, so it was a lot of fun. I sort of teased that I'd try for all brewers, and I made it like one in, and then I realized I wasn't going to be able to make it. So I abandoned that dream and went for just a low rarity score, which I got a pretty good one. So let's see what today holds. Right now, because I've got a Phillies Diamondbacks game to catch. Start sharing here. Share yesterday's grid. Looks like Rarity was a pretty good pick there. Yeah, that was I tried that a couple times. Doyle Alexander's very popular one. Darrell Evans very popular one. Edgar Renteria sneaks in with 2%, so pretty good. But actually, Al Simmons, who I love to use, he would have been way better over here, and I could go on with like I don't know, Mickey Cochran over here or something like that. Anyway, hit refresh. Bye bye, old grid. Hello, new grid. So we got the Cardinals, we got the Mariners, and we got the Marlins. We'll line these folks up with the Astros and the Orioles, and then we just need to find an all-star and avoid any landmines with people who mystically never won an all or made an all-star game. Which is an interesting landmine to navigate. Let's see. I'm gonna start here because I used him the other day and I can use him again here. Ron Vallone hits both the Astros and the Mariners. I think I confirmed that. It's actually, that's weirdly high, even though it's only 0.5%. That feels weirdly high. Astros Cardinals. What do we think of former MVP Bobby Shantz? Played a little bit of NL ball in the early 60s. He hits both teams. He goes 0.1. Astros Marlins might be a little bit of a grid buster. The name that comes to mind is Moises Alou. Oh, I got a better one though. I got an OG Marlin who did play for the Astros, and he was a Brewer to boot. That would be Chuck Carr, Chucky Carr, Chuck Carr. I think I have a baseball card where his name is Chucky, but he works for both teams. Takes 1%. There's that teal. There's that teal. All right. Orioles and Mariners. What do we think of I think of David Segui. He'll work. 2% there. Let's see. Rogers Hornsby would work here. Is that the best answer though? I think using Hornsby with the Cardinals might be in for a surprise. Actually, I'm gonna go with another Cardinal second baseman. I'm gonna go with Delino DeShields Sr. He goes sub one. Famously traded for Pedro Martinez, but he was a fine ball player in his own right. And it's the Orioles and Marlins. Kevin Brown will work. Or if that's too obvious. Tim Raines will work. Let's go Tim Raines. Yeah, people are learning about those 4 games Tim Raines spent with the Orioles to play with his son, which always warms my heart. All right. Now we need an all-star for the Marlins. I'm gonna go with Alex Gonzalez. I just need to pick the right one. Wrote about the similarities between the Alex Gonzalez's in my book. We want this one. He was on the All-Star team his first full season, which was 99, and he was the Marlins representative in Backyard Baseball 2001, which was which was certainly a memorable game for baseball players in our my generation. Goes 0.2 there. He's shown wearing a Blue Jays cap there, which is a little bit confusing because it's the other Alex Gonzalez who played a very long time with the Blue Jays. He only played like a season, but he hits the Braves. He does hit the Brewers. Um, Obviously the Marlins. So there's a few options there. Um, this one I've referenced that Athlon Sports Guide from the pre 1998 season before, and I think I might have used this one before, but I'm gonna go with Joey Cora just because it said in there Cora joined his teammate A-Rod on the All-Star team. That would have been in 1997, and then he retires the next year. But he hit over 300 that year. It's a safe bet just based on what I know. Yep. He goes point 0.4, and we need any Cardinals All-Star. It's interesting. I wonder what would be a sneaky one. I think Frankie Fritsch is an original All-Star. He should work, I believe. Um, Actually, is he? He might have been a little bit old by the time the All-Star games started happening. I don't know how confident I am in that one. Some other interesting options. You could go. Ray Langford is a maybe for me. Um, there's plenty of options. I just want to pick somebody kind of unique. What Enos Slaughter? He's in the Hall of Fame. Be really weird if he never made an All-Star team. Famous for that mad dash. That seems like just the right amount of obscurity, because and safety, because he's a Hall of Famer. Sweet. Match my score with a 7 once again. So he was sub 1%. None of those really, really low picks, but a lot of 1% ish people for an overall score of 7. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Jeff Conine, he hits both these teams. So would Bobby Bonilla also would have worked. Randy Johnson's the leader of the Mariners Astros. If you're going to go that route, the people involved in that trade, the only one that works going the other way is John Halama. He hits both the Astros and the Mariners, but Freddie Garcia and Carlos Guillen had not actually appeared for the Astros. They were the other two people in that trade, which great trade, by the way, for the Mariners. I mean, they got 3 quality major leaguers for the half season of Randy Johnson. They weren't going to compete that year anyway, so or they weren't going to, yeah, be particularly close. I think they finished around 10 games out. Berkman leading the way on Astros Cardinals. Jack Flaherty. I would not have picked him first, obviously. All right. And the Marlins are coming in a little bit lower here. All right. Well, that'll do it for tonight. Grid 198, 200s in 2 days. Who knows what that'll be? Probably won't be the big celebration I'm making it out to be. But any event, again, games brought to you by my book, Baseball's Most Fun Frivolities. The link is in the description if you're interested. And you all have a great night. Peace.